Welcome. Welcome. This is the 999 show. We're doing art tonight. This pencil set here was given to me for Christmas by the business owner of a Turning Leaf Home Medical in Salem, Oregon, which is the family business. Yes, I do remember you, Mia. You haven't been by for a couple months, but I remember you. So this was given to me for my Christmas present by my sister, who is the owner of a Turning Leaf Home Medical in Salem, Oregon. It is a store that sells CPAP supplies, CPAPs and CPAP supplies. They have a respiratory. My sister is a licensed respiratory therapist, and there are technicians and people available who can help you with your sleep apnea needs in Salem, Oregon. Thank you, Ramon. So I'm just shouting out to my sister's business in the family business in Salem, and this is what she gifted for me. Yeah, thank you. And so let's get started into this. I've never had a colored pencil set before, and I don't know anything about this. Is Virgo Fun. Now, I already took the plastic off the other day, and I decided at that time that I wanted to do a review of this product. Now, it did come with a pencil shaver like this. So like Anne's last night, I was talking about needing my shaver. I have a couple of these, but this is a shaver. I also have some art supplies that I don't really use much. And I was hoping to use them this year a little bit more because I also was a bunch of sketchbooks as well. And so this here is my, well, this is one of them. This is for pencil work and stuff like that. I don't particularly care for using charcoals and stuff like that, but I actually do have a nice set of graphite and charcoals. And so what I saw with this is it had what interested me with why I thought that I should do a review on it was the Virgo Fun colored pencil tutorial. So it is a tutorial that is in a book form, and I thought that would be very curious that we could just go through this together. And so it also comes with some coloring books and so forth like that. And so we'll just kind of go briefly through these kind of colors and so forth that it has, and then we'll do a little bit of a comparison to these are my my own pencils that I have. I have 3 different sets of these Faber-Castell, which are, I think that they're student grade pencils, but I think they're at the bottom. They're at the top of the student grade, and they're at the bottom of the professional grade, where like Prismacolor is at the top. And so I really don't know where this sits, but I want to just try to do a little bit of a comparison with those once we get on with this. So we're going to look at, and so I'm doing this completely blind. I didn't, like I say, I haven't looked at this. I have no idea what's in here other than that it's a coloring book, and it has this it has a colored pencil tutorial, which we will look through. And so if we look through here, it has a lot of different shades of colors, from your blues into your greens, into the greens. It's 136 pencils, and then it doesn't have that many yellows. So it's really got more of your cool colors with the blues and the greens, and then it kind of warms up a little bit to some of these warm, cool colors of the reds and the purples and so forth. And you got a lot of different shades and everything. And yes, and so like also I was just, as a side note, I know where I was talking about this on last night's show a little bit about being visited by spirits, and I was actually visited by a spirit today, and because I went to a funeral today, and so and it was kind of an interesting experience in being like, because my mom and this fellow had some history. Well, they grew up together, but and so she. Anyways, I just got this sense that this. I just got a much greater sense, and actually, what was happening also, it was like I didn't want to. The ghost moved an object, and okay, all right. Thank you for being here for a second. I just had to talk about that. So maybe it was like, I don't know. Maybe I was just very particularly open today. I was down doing like the equivalent of readings, intuitive readings on Reddit. 'Cause I do hang out on. That's the I don't really do Facebook anymore. No, though I have Facebook, but you know how Facebook has changed, and it's not a really it's not the same place that it was years ago. But I guess I'm not here talking about Facebook. I'm talking about this pencil set, and tomorrow afternoon I'll talk at my after church chat. I'll talk a little bit more about my transpersonal experiences. And so let's see what this has to say. So in stage 1, you outlining the basic shape. Begin by outlining the basic shape of the frog print. Focus on capturing the main features like the head. Boy, that seems like a really complicated drawing. I'm not really very good at drawing. And thank you, Mia, for just popping in for a minute. I know that it's really late where you're at, and I hope that you're really enjoying doing art in school and so forth. So I guess we'll go through with trying to do that. And then we outline the character, and then you add the leaves. Oh, you color the leaves, and so forth. I wonder if it gives the 3 colors. What goes? Oh, it's got a little sketchbook with different colors, so you can see how things get more brilliant by doing on black paper and so forth. Because I do have sketchbooks here. I bought sketchbooks that fit right into this field of vision right here, and then my sister also got me a whole bunch of these sketchbooks of 60-pound paper sketchbooks, which is about the right weight for doing pencil work and stuff like that. So 100 grain paper. I mean, granted, when I buy paper, I always buy watercolor paper, like for instance this is 140-pound 300 grain watercolor paper, and so I find that you can do a lot of stuff with this. I have a paper cutter. I've always had paper cutters, but and I always keep on supplies of I always keep like razor blades or X-Acto knives and straight edges, but it's kind of hard to do any real crafting if you don't have a paper cutter, and that's like a really an important tool, especially if you're doing bookmaking. And I have a stapler for making books, and so for making booklets, so you can do that. I should probably bring that out and show you that sometime. It's designed so you can literally make center staple books, and I should have one of those here, one of those books that I've made in the past. I've made a lot of handmade made books. So all right, so it says in here with the tutorial. So stage 1 is you do the outline of the character. I'll never be able to draw anything like that. And then stage 2, you add color, fill in the blanks, and so forth. I wonder if it has in here. And then stage 3 is adding. Oh, yeah. Then you block in the colors, and then you go in for more details, and you keep on adding details and colors and different shades in order to get all the things that are here. And so that's the so we'll just do a basic thing. I don't think I'm gonna do a frog thing. I just can't. I don't draw that good, you know. Oh, look, and then it has this guide. Oh, I see. This is the tester. So I want you to go through, so you can go through all of the pencils to see. Well, thank you, Mia, for blessing all of us, and God be with you as well. And so I guess maybe that would be a good thing to go through right now. And let's see what else we got. Some sketchbook paper, and then it has these. Oh, what is this? And so this is something that you can go through. Is it like a stencil? And then what's this over here? It's a little basic coloring book. Maybe we'll find something that's doesn't exactly have a paint by numbers thing. Oh, isn't that look kind of like that moon card there? Here we go, moon card. Yeah. Ramon, it was a fun night last night. I will admit that. Okay, all right. So I think what I'll do here is go through and do the color. So I need to test these just a basic test before I do that. A basic test as to how these colors do. Yeah, and hopefully I'll get a guess sometime for next week. Some won't be able to do the same time slots. You know, some people do go to bed earlier or later. I was really trying to come on earlier, but it's really difficult for me because of when I have dinner time and everything. And so coming on, I could come on in the middle of the afternoon, but coming on earlier in the evening would be really difficult. And I did say it came with a pencil shaver, and that's the shaver thing, pencil shaver. And so I think I just want to start with maybe, let's start with the black. Let's start with that. It said what? Do a basic shape. Maybe we just do a basic shape. I don't know, and then block in the maybe a moon character. See, because I was as far as drawing is concerned, I wasn't very good at it. I wasn't very good at drawing. Let's just do some kind of a odd shape or something, and then go in and fill in the blanks here. So that was just your standard graphite-like pencil. Maybe we'll come out to the end and look here. This is mallow, color number 91. So we know 91 is mallow. Supposed to do this first, right? Come in and oh, it's kind of got like a purpley shade. Yeah, look at that, mallow, number 91. And so maybe we'll just kind of add in some colors. So this is literally somebody looking in here. You're looking at kindergarten art. I'm sure that Mia, who draws and stuff, was far more advanced of a pencil artist than I am. Uh-oh. So this is from one of my trees from last spring, and it coming up on spring again really fast. There. And that moon card. Still have them out here, the moon card. Yeah. Everything is stay. All right, stay. Kind of falling over. I don't know necessarily that I want to cover up my icons. Yeah, just kind of, actually, the colors kind of go down there pretty well. It's got some, it's not. So let's just add some other color. That was 91. What is this? 92. We'll look at 92. Starting at the end versus starting at the beginning is these different purpley shades. Oh, and my other Christmas present came too. The from my mom. She just sort of. I got to take the address off because I don't want to. I want this video to go public. It's this other pen. There we go. Yeah. It's just a very strange state. Okay, all right. There we go. I scratched the address. So this is my Christmas present from my mom. Maybe I'll open this later. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is, but I think that I was going to go look at that tonight because it just came in the mail. So this was 92, and maybe we'll just put this, layer this in here a little bit too. So, yeah. Maybe it's, I don't know what it is. Maybe we add these color shades. Maybe we can bring it some definition. And Ange, thank you for being here. Oh, okay. I was gonna do it like tomorrow after my after church chat, but I think I'm gonna what I will do is I will open it tonight just after I finish kind of doing a little bit here because I'm doing one thing at a time, and then we'll go over with that color, and I'm coming over here with this other purple color for number 93. But yeah, I've noticed before when I've been visited that it seems like when somebody just exits, that they that's the point of time. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of the. I'll take it out of the package. I'll take it out of the package. That was number 93. Let's just go into another color sort. This here is number 61, and it is sun orange. Sun orange. Oh, you're fine. You're. I'm just not going to do it right this second. I will save it to the end. What does that say? 61? Yeah, 61. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. That's right. I was dreaming about ghosts last night, too. I dreamed about, that was 61. Oh, I didn't even, color it down here, 61. I even, like, dreamed about ghosts last night, too. They were dragging me away, and I was, like, screaming out. I had a visit from a spirit from the person whose funeral we went to this afternoon, and that person was and a person who my mother has known since she was a kid. Yeah, I so there's some history there, and oh, look at you. I'm adding these colors in here. Actually, it's kind of nice. I've never actually had a full pencil set like this or anything like this. So my sister is now babysitting in Texas, in Fort Worth, Texas, while with her middle daughter, and while her middle daughter and her husband are out on a Caribbean cruise that they left yesterday on. So let's just grab another one of these colors. How about this one here is number 68. Is that what it is? 68. Oh, I was 68. I just happened to pull one that was like my birth year or something like that. 68. Huh. Yeah, it was an actual person that I knew growing up, and someone who has some knew my mom, and my mom was kind of recalling. She was just recalling things that had happened in her life, and I got this sense that there was a need to apologize, and I got a real strong sense about that. Yeah, and I'm not going to say anything else. It all could have just been in my imagination, but I don't know. Let's see how that color blends together, that 61 and the 68, and blending these kinds of colors together. Maybe doing this stream of consciousness is the best way to do this. Let's take another one from, let's say, the other side, and this one here looks like it's pink. Number, what is that? 81? Number 81. It's kind of a light color. So I'm not exactly doing what the tutorial is talking about, but I can see the value of that, but I just don't, my drawing skills are just not there for even drawing and sketching and doing stuff like that. So yeah, that was an actual person. I must be like an open conduit is what it is. An open conduit. So I'm going to put this, I think we'll put this whole color in the center part. It's really kind of light. You can't really quite see it very well, but it is there. This kind of lightly colors it, and put just a thin layer of that. Hello, Jessica. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I mentioned that it kind of... And then let's go and get another color from, maybe another color from over there. And this is the color. It is hot pink. Okay, hot pink, number 6. What is that, 87? Yeah, 87. And you know what happened in 87? In 87, is that 87? Yeah. In 87 is when I took my first college level creative writing class, and it's also when I took, it was a creative writing class, and I was writing poetry, and I think I may even have the collage poem that was did at that time. That's sort of the forecasting for what will have become one of the more dominant styles of writing that I've done, of collage style writing, of kind of putting things together from here and there. And hi, Jessica, and welcome. Did you have a good Christmas, Jessica? If you're still there? This is kind of interesting. It's not really anything super exciting, I realize, but that's all right. Let's go do another one from this side. I think I'm kind of enjoying that experience. This is a baby pink. So number 83. Number 83, yeah. Did you get anything cool for Christmas? Because this is what I'm going off here is what I got for Christmas. And so we're kind of looking at it. So this one is, the lead on is kind of pretty hard. But it is putting the pigment down. So we can put it down here. It's kind of nice color. Doing a color swatch. Okay. Well, let's just see how this looks in here. And I'm going to put it over that rose color. That light pink. Here we go. Maybe we'll go to the yellows. Oh, so you got a dog. What kind of dog did you get? What kind of dog did you get, Jessica? Oh. I got some things going on here. Yeah, we'll layer those colors in, and maybe we'll go back to let's take this color over here, which is number 106, and it's penny. Is that what it says? Penny? I can't even read that. I got to get my bifocals in. A pit bull. Oh, those are cute dogs sometimes. Yeah. Oh, Peru. Peru. So this color number 106 is Peru. So we'll put 106 in. It's right on the top. Peruvian red. Oh, actually, this goes down on the swath really good. It's really good. I like, yeah, the red colors go, they lay the pigments down a lot better than some of those other ones did. Oh, I need to add this color in. And so we'll just add it in towards the edge here. Pit bull. Yeah, my father had a long time ago a pit bull lab mix, and it had this really a beautiful brindle color. It was a really nice dog, except it wasn't very nice to other dogs. Dog really, it was good at like just loved to go everywhere with my dad. It was his truck dog, and that was when he still had the mill. Yeah, I don't think I have any pictures of that dog, Brenda. It was called Brenda because it was a brindle colored dog. Where did this one come from? Oh, there it was. It came from here. So let's go to... I want to go into some of these orange. Let's go into the yellow. I want to layer in some of that yellow on top of here. See how this yellow lays down. So this is number 51, color 51. 51, where's that at? 51. Yeah, so these lighter colors, they don't... The leads on them are a little bit harder. So you got to push a little bit harder to get the color out of them. I mean, so far I'm liking what I'm liking it. I mean, this is a good student grade set of colors. And granted, my other Faber-Castell colored pencil set is they're watercolor pencils, so they're dual purpose, and so this is just a singular purpose pigment. But we could try that with, I don't know, I don't have that here, my little spray water bottle, and to see how it behaves with water. Yeah, let's put a little bit of this light in here and kind of towards the edge. I'm just layering the colors in. I mean, I'm not doing anything really exciting right now, but that's okay, right? We're just looking at this product and just to see how the pencils behave, and then I wanted to see a little bit how they behave in comparison to the Faber-Castell pencils. And so we'll just give it just a few more minutes on these colors, and then we'll go on to the Faber-Castell, and then we'll do that unboxing. I'll take it out of that package of my Christmas present from my mom. And so that is, this here is Mimosa. It's Mimosa yellow. Mimosa. And what number is that? Number 48. 48. You know what was also significant about 48? Because 48 was how old I was when I learned how to do bartending and how to wait tables and stuff like that. 47, 48. Okay, that yellow goes down here. It goes on down here really good. So let's come in here and put all that light in here. I'm going to put that in here so you get that illuminated effect because you start with a darker color underneath, and then you add in a different layer of these different colors. Let's put in that yellow right over the top of here. And look at this. So you see how I'm doing here. I'm running the on the side of the lead here, and we are kind of bringing out that light kind of effect. Let me just go with my other hand here. And in the other room, an old sitcom is on the TV, and my mom is laughing to that. It's I was watching it just right up before. Okay, that's kind of nice, don't you think? It's got a nice layered yellow effect, and which, you know, with my other set of colors, I don't have that many colors, and so it Did I try this one here? This is yellow, yellow, and for number 53. Oh, that looks good too. Let's go put that yellow on there. It's going to sort of layer that up a bit. I'm going to do that on the other side, just to bring out a lot of that light. I want to, I don't want the strokes, the pencil lead strokes to show through like it kind of did when I first put that shape down. Now there's a feeling that that this is sort of dragging. I can feel it dragging on the page here when I can feel it dragging over the texture of the page, and because there is a hardness to the lens, though it said the pencil lead, it said there's supposed to be soft core. Oh, but maybe I need to sharpen this one down. Maybe that's why, because it is dragging on the edge, because it is on, it's got the wood is showing through. So that pencil shaver is not that great, but let's go with this other pencil shaver. And actually, probably if you were to buy this set of pencils, that you might get a different pencil shaver, that might actually be in your I wonder where that other set is that has my better. Is it in this box? This box didn't have a pencil shaver in it. It's not in this room, that's why. The one that had maybe it's in this other box. I'm getting distracted. I noticed when I reviewed that video last night, and I haven't reviewed videos for a while, that I was really fidgety when I turned the camera around to myself, and I'm thinking, oh wow, I wonder if I don't have some fidgety issues. I can't sit still. That may be the case. I have trouble sitting still. So let's just put this in here. And what was this? Yellow, yellow, yeah. My eyes are dry. I need to find my eye drops. All right, so that's a little bit better. It's laying the colors down just a little bit better, and I've layered 3 different yellows down in this area, and I wrote the number down. This was number 53. Okay, let's do what is this? This is sort of a brown. Amber. It's an amber colored, number 56, color 56. And so we'll put 56 down here. I need to at least sample a couple colors from each one of these columns, and then once I finish doing that, then I will move on to the Faber-Castell pencils, and we'll just do a little bit of a comparison on here as far as how those colors blend in together. This is amber. Kind of putting it in here. I don't know if you can... I can see it just a little bit. It's kind of a layered effect. Let's just see how it looks over here. Okay. All right. Let's just move on. Move on, move on. Now we're going to come into those blues and the greens. And so this one here is apple green, number 43. Picture 43. I noticed that Taro Ask Backwards he mentioned that he got a ring light. And then so he did a tarot reading using that Biddy tarot deck. I had that one for a minute before I returned it because I didn't like how it was discolored. Let's just build up on this side here. It had like it was like a printer error, and go spend some money on it. You don't really want a discolored ink, because that's almost as bad as ink that smells like bad chemicals. That's actually kind of a nice color, don't you think? This apple green kind of almost reminds me of apples. Let's see how it looks in that yellow mixed in there. Can layer that on top in there a little bit. Okay, let's just do another green. Okay, this here is emerald green, number 36. Number 36. That's a really pretty color, don't you think? And I like how it is going down into this color swath area. And it's kind of going in here really nice. And it's easier. It's laying the color down in easier too. Look at that. Kind of getting some color shapes here. And that's pretty nice, actually. So let's go move on to another one. I think that my grandniece got one of these too, this set too. 032 for light green. 032. All right. Light green. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. Ange, on the day that this fellow passed on, I heard weird noises in the house, like cupboard doors slamming or kind of bumping open. I'm thinking, how did that happen? Was that like a mouse or something that ran? But I haven't had a mouse in the house for a while. It almost is like I'm some kind of a conduit here. So I'm going to move on to the next page, which may be another column here. I'm going to do another green here, which is number 26, moss green for number 26. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Moss green. 26. 26 was when I met that girl, and when I was in Israel, and I had that I also had a transpersonal experience in association with that girl. I'm not going to mention her name. I'll never forget her. And I'm sure she'll never forget me too, because who else? How could you forget if somebody proposed marriage to you after like the third or the fourth day that you kind of knew them? I mean, that was me. That's never proposed marriage to anyone else before. After, especially not after like 3 days, but the experience was just so amazing that I just thought that person was just so right. It was just so right. And the way our souls are meshed together, it was just like it was so right. This was moss green. Let's go take a look at another one on that page. And we got some blues. This is powder blue, number 21. And she was 21. She was just barely 21 then too. Is this like some kind of a serendipity too, that I am choosing? I chose that 126 and chose that 121, and then there it was, and then it was like, hello Tom, welcome. Yeah, this has just been an amazing day, actually. I'm going to put this blue on the outside. 21. She was 21 and I was 26. And I proposed marriage to her on the Sea of Galilee. And I have items from Israel. This here is and I've busted this jar out several times, but these are things from that trip. There's a hotel we stayed at on Sun Hotel, and then these were the bag of peanuts from the air flight. This is an Egyptian pound. These are rocks. This is soap and a shower cap from the Sun Hotel. I think the Sun Hotel was on the Dead Sea. I think that's where that was at. Late Night Confessions. This spoon here, we were playing a spoon game where we just like blow on and then try to stick it to our nose, and that was something from the games we played. And then these shells are from the Mediterranean Sea. Here is a Coke bottle lid that I got in Egypt or the Sinai Desert. This bead here I got from the Sinai Desert. There's these little tear catcher things, and I got those in. Yeah, it is, and I got those tear catcher things when I was in Jerusalem, and so you have a religious, people have religious experiences, and then you can put your tears in the tear catcher, and then you can leave your little tear catcher on that memorial or that rock or that someplace because that's happening all the time. You're in the Holy Lands, and you get touched by an angel, you get touched by the Spirit, and then next thing you know, you're bawling. And so it's like I had this experience when I was in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and there was several different chapels in there. Well, this one was in a Coptic, and so that easternness, the easternness of the Eastern Church, how much that touched me. And it was like a hand came down on the top of my head and forced me down to kneel, but it wasn't just me. Everybody in that group was kneeling down on the ground in that Coptic chapel. So did I write that? That was 21. Late Night Confessions, yeah. Let's go take a look at another one of these colors. And this one here is 18. 18. Well, nothing really significant happened when I was 18. that I know of other than graduating from high school. But yeah, 18. It's a nice color of blue. Did I say what color of blue it was? Ultramarine blue. Yeah, ultramarine. Am I spilling the tea tonight? Yeah, a little bit. I was just talking. Yeah. 21 and 16. Yeah, she was pretty. She was a pretty girl. I didn't really spill too much. All right, let's go back in and maybe take another shade of the blue. So we go to the first row, and this one is Dodger blue, number 16. 16. I had a spiritual experience when I think it was like 16 or 17. More like an OBE type one. When I was 18, you were 4. Yeah. Yeah, I was 18. I graduated from high school in 1986. And let's put this color in here. Just kind of layer this Dodger blue. It looks very similar to that ultramarine blue. Mm-hmm. Some of these colors, oh, it's just something. I'm just testing out a product here. But you can. All right, I am going down there. Thank you. Let's go back and do another one of those. I just drew this again. 26. No, this is 28. 28. 28. By the time I was 28, yeah, I was in a state of like super bad broken heart that lasted like 5 years. I'm gonna put this. What was this? A green? What color is that? It says turquoise green. Turquoise green. An 82 baby. It was just starting high school in 1982. But 28. Yeah. There we go. Not bad. I mean, it's all right. So then we'll go in and actually it's kind of interesting. I need to put some more color on that side. So now this here is, that was Dodger blue. I already looked at Dodger blue. This here is 14. A 0. 0. A 0. Number 14. Yeah, I was a freshman in high school. So, night for me, and hello before you. Welcome, Mama Sushi. I'm going to put this blue over here. It's a little bit. It doesn't go down. Well, it goes down all right, I guess. it's like there's two different halves of the same thing. I guess that's what I'm drawing, is that relationship with that individual. We were two halves, or just part of the same thing, the same whole, but expressed a little bit differently. Now, did I write that? Did I? Yeah, I blocked that in. This was number 14. Okay. This here is Prussian blue, Persian blue, Prussian blue. Number 10. Ooh, that's a lovely color. And I like it. Just comes down. It's like it comes on. It feels like it's butter. It feels like it's coming out of the pencil like butter. And so I'm gonna run some of this. Oh, I guess what we did that. We did a different kind of a structure in here. Kind of colored outside the lines. I wasn't meaning to do that, but maybe we just add. Okay. Kind of a inside outside kind of a thing going on. 10. Well, I got baptized when I was like 9. That was also one of those experiences where of like kneeling and the pastor sprinkling my head with the holy water and feeling this jolt of electricity coming down through me. That was my baptism experience. And I was confirmed as a Lutheran when I was 11. And oh my God. I was confirmed as a Catholic when I was 28. Yeah. You like number 10. Yeah, that's cool. So I was like, because I went to RCIA twice, when I was 27 and when I was 28, and they confirmed me when I was 28. That's right. So this has been like pulling out all these significant dates for me. It's like I'm just doing this at random. I'm not like going in and looking here. Interesting. That is absolutely interesting. Okay. Divining with colored pencils, yes. Exactly. Because I was like thinking about that today, because you really need to, I mean, you can divine with anything. You can divine with the Bible. A lot of people divine with books all the time, and they don't even realize that they're doing it. You're looking for answers, and you just open up the Bible, and and lo and behold, that passage that's there is just what you needed to hear, right? How is that? Yeah, exactly. That's and I used to do that. I used to do that too. And so, but that's okay. But tarot cards are wrong. But no, actually, if you're just really looking at it, it's just an equivalency. And you're looking at a technology, because that's what I've been thinking about, is that tarot is a technology. This is gray, number 8, gray. Let's see if that's the same color that my hair is. 8. Wait, that's not. This one is harder, and it's not going on to the. Well, here it is. It's a little bit better. Kind of a fuzziness. So you do that with lots of books too. I think I'll put this kind of a grayness down here in the center. It's that undefined part of the relationship, the undefinedness. So here is that. So it's kind of layering. old one with 1970. What was? Were you born in 1976, Tom? Because I was born in the late 60s. Yeah, so you're the old one in the chat, but you're not the old one here. I'm the one that's older. I yeah. So I was born the same year that Bobby Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. were assassinated, and um, so your husband was born in 1972. My father's father passed away in 1972, when he was like 56 or 57 years old, and I'm just like my dad, because my dad was suffering his entire 50s with like, oh, I'm going to pass away at any given time. And I've been suffering like that myself every day with a lot of that kind of. Your wife was born in 73, yeah. I wonder what it's like to be married. Put this gray down. It has this feeling like it's got this undefinedness already in there. I suspect that it's extremely hard. Let's get another one of these colors. This is dark gray, number 7. Number 7. This one actually goes down in this swath card a whole lot easier than the number 8 gray did. So let's add a little bit more of that in here. Just trying to bring out, layer that gray in there. Yeah. Yeah, well. The last time I tried was kind of I didn't really try with all seriousness of that a few years ago when I was corresponding with somebody from the Philippines, but I don't have the money to bring somebody over, from another country, and then you're looking at the whole cultural differences and everything else. And then my mother had to remind me of how the jealousy that comes from then I was thinking about that, people who've been with folks from the Philippines, and how hard that there's the culture of jealousy and that anger and that chaos, and then I'm thinking, I just don't think that I wrote that. I just don't think that 7, that I had the one. I didn't have the money. It's absolutely, you have to have, you really can't be a lower middle class person and do mail order brides. You just can't do it. You have to have a lot more cash in order to do that, literally. And I was like thinking in terms of wanting, I don't know. This is Metallic Hose. Well, that's a funny name, Metallic Hose, for number 4. Number 4, yeah. Well, number 4, that's some stuff there. 4. Oh, that one goes down on there. Really cool. Metallic hose? Is that what I said? No, it's metallic rose, not hose. It's metallic rose. Rose, not hose. Oh, that's kind of funny. Metallic hose. But metallic rose. Okay, that's different. But yeah, age 4, age 3, age 4. that's when some of those other things happen that I still feel guilty about. 4, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Things that I still feel guilty about. I don't really want to talk about actually out loud, but I just say that there are these things that happen that I still feel guilty about. Things kids do. Kid things. But I'm not mentioning that. Yeah, I do. But I'm not going to say anymore, and I don't want anybody to divine that kind of stuff either, so... But, you know what, I have... take that stuff to confession. I've already done that. I've done the confession work on that already. But just occasionally. There we go. Look at that. Interesting. I'm going to layer that in here so it's like you get that light effect. Yeah. It is. This is really kind of an interesting abstract shape. Just... And just gonna, as one more time, to my sister, and as a thank you, if she gets to see this. I did link it to her, but she was too tired to watch it. Yes, I do have worked through a lot of that stuff. I just am remembering it because I've worked through it with a lot of journaling, confession, journaling, and those kinds of things. Yeah, so like a lot of that. It's just yeah. All right, so let's do another one. Let's do just a couple more of this set. And then this one here is metallic gold, number 3. And then we're going to move on to number 3. And 3, I had a transpersonal experience when I was 3 as well. I remember that. And I've had them, quite a few of them, but the ones that were most powerful were... The most powerful ones was the one that happened when I was baptized at 9, when at 17 that I had that vision, and then when I was 26 and 27, and 27 when before I started courting the Catholic Church. It was in 26 or 27. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow a little bit. And so I put the gold down, and then we're just going to come in here and add this illumination in here of this golden color. The different times of my life. And how that color kind of feels like it wants to be more kind of flame-like or plant-like. That's kind of what this thing is how it's calling me to do this. There we go. And so that's that. So those are these colors. And so just take a short time here, and then we're going to go look at... Okay, that stuff didn't need to go clear over there. I'm going to just look at some of my Faber-Castell pencils, just as a kind of a comparison. Let's just do this. I'm going to lay these colors in here. They are I feel like maybe it's I just know I'm more comfortable with these, but this is lightweight. It's that color. But I'm just going to put this whole thing, just that shade of that yellow. I'm going to put a lot of light in here. And then let's do this other creamy yellow. And we'll put that in here too. Then I'll go into my other colors, and I can get some other things in here. Aqua, yeah, because these are the water-soluble ones. And they have a different... because these ones aren't water-soluble, and these ones are. And so they have a different kind of the consistency between the pencil leads is a lot more consistent, whereas there were inconsistencies in these colors as far as how the pigments were laid down on the paper. Now, I've never actually tried a review on a set of art products or colored paper, colored pencils before, so I can't tell you whether you should buy that set or not. I do recommend this product, the Faber-Castell, because I've been using them for because I've said many times before that when you buy an art supplies, you buy the highest quality that you can afford. And so if it's and I have no idea of the Virgo fund how much that costs. I didn't ask, and I didn't look it up. And so, but if that's, I'm sure that it was probably, who knows? I don't really know, and I didn't look it up, and I'm not making that judgment right here, because you know what, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just doing this completely stream of consciousness, and so my this is Faber-Castell. I wanted this one here because I really like this yellow, and it's kind of that, it gives that Illuminati signal. Yeah, I don't know. I just did stream of consciousness. That's what we did tonight. And mostly, I don't know. I really just don't know, Ange. I don't know at all why I chose this. I just did. And I'm just going to layer this in here so that if you're just looking in, and maybe it did. Because I was just doing something. I mean, because I knew that I couldn't draw that frog. I just couldn't draw that frog because my drawing skills are pretty terrible. I've mentioned that. I just not that's not something it's not a skill I have, but I guess I have to practice it. So like drawing oranges and drawing vases, I took drawing classes like that, and all that stuff was just boring as hell. Drawing vases, and I really kind of wanted to do life drawing, but the nearest life drawing like community meetup thing is like 70 miles away, and there's colleges that are closer by. You could take the college class, but to go like what my friends had suggested. Hi, Crazy Ender. I was doing tonight is I was given a set of pencils, and I just chose a bunch of pencils at random, and I was doing a comparison between how this set of pencils that I was given for Christmas. It was this set of pencils, and then the set of pencils that I already had, and so yeah. So that was what this was about, and I'm also doing this video as a way of thank you for my sister who bought me those colored pencils, and I know maybe she'll watch it on the replay. Yeah, that's all I'm doing is just testing some colored pencils, and then I have another Christmas present that I'm going to do an unboxing for, and I'll do a test run on that later, not tomorrow, but not tonight, but some other time soon, maybe probably next Saturday night, or probably even before then. I don't know. And I'm going to add just some more light in here. Oh, there's another yellow over here. So yeah, it's just a test thing. And thank you for stopping in, Crazy Ender. And so this is yellow. Oh, it has a number on it too. 104 yellow. Huh. Testing. Yes, testing, Mr. Whitecliff. Yeah. And thank you for popping in last night, Whitecliff, and for popping in tonight. Testing pencils out. And this is right now is like kind of a comparison. Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to the next time I can. Oh, Whitecliff, I bought these ones at an art store at the Merry Artist in McMinnville, Oregon. I don't live in McMinnville, but I used to live in McMinnville, but I bought these at the Merry Artist in McMinnville, Oregon, which is where I buy all of my art supplies. And it's a locally owned store, and so I buy things there because I want to keep those local brick and mortar stores in business, and so I buy all of my paper, all of my canvases, and everything from the Merry Artist in McMinnville, Oregon. Faber-Castell is available on Amazon. I recommend not buying art supplies like this stuff on Amazon because they're more expensive. If you can buy these things like at stores, yeah. So you would have I know that Salem has stores that sells this product, and I'm sure that both Corvallis and Eugene does, and so I just that's just my recommendation is I would not buy from Amazon unless you didn't have another choice. And now my Christmas present from my mom did come from Amazon simply because when I called ahead wanted to buy it from the Merry Artist, and they were out of those. Yeah, so I know that Eugene does. Yeah, so but yeah, so yeah. That is just my recommendation. Anyone anywhere is if possible to buy these products at brick and mortar stores that are local to you, and not not buy anything that you can't really test out and ask questions. And granted, you can go do the reviews, and then you can go on to YouTube, like I do when I'm buying tarot decks and everything else, just to see if I even want to buy a tarot deck because I don't. I know there's a store in Salem that I could go to buy tarot decks, but I mean, within 50 miles of where I live. I live in, there's nothing really. Maybe within 50 miles, yeah. But nevertheless, that's just me. My mom is doing fine. She's got a little bit of a bug. We both picked up a little bit of a bug when we went over the other day, and it's not that bad, but we went to a funeral today. Wanted to make sure that we didn't give the bug to anybody else, and so we were like the only people wearing a mask there. So I'm gonna call it on this. Granted, I am very partial to these Faber-Castell pencils. I am very partial to them, but I am very happy that my sister gifted me these. I live in a food desert too, White Cliff. I live in a big food desert, and because the nearest thing, there are stores around where I can get chips, beer, cigarettes if I wanted those things, and eggs at $10 a dozen, or a hamburger at $9 a pound, and cheese at $15 a pound. So this is a 136-piece pencil set that is by some I don't know where it was purchased. I didn't ask. My guess would be it came from Michael's, but there's a Michael's in Kaiser, Oregon, and I'm guessing that that's where it came from, but I really don't know. All that was said is it came from an art store, and that was all. I didn't ask any quite further question. Yes, she is. Yes, $10 a dozen for eggs. These local stores, they, for one thing, they have to go, they're food distributors, things cost way more, but the local stores, they charge what they want, because there's a lot of people in the smaller towns that do not have driver's licenses. They don't have driver's license. One, they can't afford them anymore, or two, they've had their driver's licenses taken away from them. People, heck, I knew. Yeah. And so my sister got this for me, and I gave a big shout out to her company, Turning Leaf Home Medical in Salem, that sells CPAP supplies and those kinds of things. I'm just going to put these things back in. And granted, and she does have customers clear down as far as like Sutherland. Yeah, $12 a dozen. But I buy and I shop primarily out of, and I do grocery shop in Salem, and I do grocery shop in McMinnville, and I grocery shop down at the coast, because I live closer to the coast. And I grocery shop, around. So this is, yeah, you know what? Where I bought a couple. I bought at $5 a dozen at a high-end grocery store in Salem, and so forth. So this is the Christmas present that comes from my mom, and so with that, I'm going to just open this up. I'm not going to so you have to go to Salem. So this is a Pocket Box Van Gogh. It's a student grade watercolor beginner's set. So I'm going to be venturing into watercolors, literal watercolors versus using acrylics as watercolors. So this is and so then with that, there's also this that I got from the Merry Artist. And this here, but these were not part of my Christmas present. This is the Merry Artist, and I'm not getting any kickbacks from them. I'm just really, I like that store. And so these are my preferred painting surface. So I'm going to be doing that Cannon Beach scene, and to try to build that Cannon Beach scene and maybe the Basket Slough scene on these clay boards in 5x7s that I want to see if I can sell them for resale or for sales. And I got for these are what, $4 each. There's 3, so there's $12. I got 3 of these clay board. Now this is a nice smooth surface, and it should produce, with the underpaintings and everything else, it should produce a real fine, ultra fine. I'm thinking, I'm not sure how much I would sell that for. I have to. I'm not sure. What I would like would be like a price like $75. And if I were to doing because I don't think it's like $100 range. I think it's kind of like that. I think 75, 50, 75. You say $100? Yeah, so maybe something like that. So let's say I actually pull that trigger and I do the Etsy store. Probably what I would do is I would do those 6x12s. You know that you've seen them. I've done them here, and I have 2 more canvases to do that 6x12, to do that forest scene where you're kind of walking up the hill and you got the trees that are there. And I sold one of those to on right after Christmas. I sold one for $100, and so that's, I think, the price I would sell for that 6x12, $100 plus shipping. So maybe this would be like $75 plus shipping. And the thing is, I like about the clay board versus doing like a stretch canvas is like 85. Okay. All right. Well, so maybe 85, or maybe like $100 that includes shipping if it's within the within the United States. Within the 48 states, not Hawaii and not Alaska, because I'm sure the shipping costs a little bit more, $100, because I think that one of these paintings would cost me, in an envelope, it would cost me like $9 or $10 in shipping. And because it's like a hard thing like clay board, I can ship it in a mailer, and it won't get damaged along the way. Yeah, $99, including shipping in the 48 states, not not Alaska, not Hawaii, not Europe, because I don't know how much it would cost to ship. Well, I shipped something to the Philippines before, and it cost like $100 for me to ship something to the Philippines. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. But nevertheless, I did for one of those relationships that didn't work out because I didn't have enough money to. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go take a look inside here. This I did buy on Amazon because, like I said, the Merry Artist was all out of them on the day after Christmas, and so, and this was one of their products that they sold, and so I bought the products that they sold there, so that I can get replacement, or I can always just go up and refill the watercolor pans with professional grade paints, which is exactly what I would do. Yeah. No. So let's just open this up and we just go take a look-see inside, and then I will be doing a sample painting on this probably next Saturday night. I'm going to probably want to try it even way before that. So I guess what it starts out with is you want to do the color swatches. Okay, well, I think I'm going to do that during this week sometime, maybe after my writing group on Wednesday. I do host a writing group every Wednesday on is the thing broken? It's broken. Oh, well. Anyway, I got watercolor brushes, and it is. It's supposed to come with a brush, but it didn't come with. Wait, oh, there it is. Oh, okay. So it came with a brush. It's a synthetic brush, but so that is what it has. 15 colors, and plus a little mini water brush, and you can do that. But I have my own. Yeah. 175 to Sydney. And then these are my watercolor brushes that I also bought from the Merry Artist. I know for a fact that I bought this one for like $10 or $12, but I think it was like this one-off that they had there. And I went back looking for one, and I got this one for $22. This is a Da Vinci Petite Gris Per, and I really, and I actually didn't know it was a watercolor brush. I kind of figured it out because that just shows how much how I'm done. Being a self-trained artist, there's so many things I just don't know. And what I have been using as watercolor brushes is these ones, and these are liner brushes, but they also soak in the water pretty well as well, but nevertheless, that's what it is. That's all I got for tonight. I'm going to be back tomorrow afternoon I'm going to do it early, like 1 hour after I get out of church, 12:21. I get out of church at about 11:15 in the morning, and for my after church chat, and I'm going to talk about stuff. Water, soap and water. Just soap and water is what I use, Dawn or whatever. And yeah, and so tomorrow at 12:21, it's angel number. I see that number all the time, and so I'm gonna just talk a little bit about transpersonal experiences, and so it's just gonna be turn the camera on my face, and hopefully I don't look too grisly with my the difficulty I have in like shaving and crap like that. As you get older, it's like so hard to do all that crap. because that's why you see old men with beards is because it's so hard to be clean shaven. All right, 12:21, I think. Hopefully I'll be on time. You know, I was like 6 minutes late tonight, and so yeah. Thank you, and thank you for that. And so like last night was my first with guest, and Ange at Roots and Waves was my guest, and I want to have, if I can, have a guest once a week doing something. And there we go. That's a wrap. And I'm not gonna just, and I'm doing it again. I'm rambling. I'm doing that rambling thing. And this moon cards has been the experience of the day with that visitation, that spirit visitation, and so forth. Thank you. And I'm going to just sign off. And thank you, Whitecliff. Thank you, Ange. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Crazy Ender. And above all, I wanted to thank my sister, the owner of a Turning Leaf Home Medical in Salem, Oregon, for the wonderful Christmas gift, and thank my mother for this paint set. And that's it for the night. Bye bye.